Hey, Saquon, let me just turn my camera on. There we go. How much are you looking forward to this off season and just getting back to a regular off season? Obviously, you didn't have that last year. You were rehabbing all the way up to training camp.
Um, Obviously we got to take care of business this week. That's what's the most important thing is right now. Finish off on a high note. Only one more opportunity with these group of men in this building, so finish off on a high note. But I do believe the off season definitely is going to be helpful for me. Just coming off of ACL and having to rehab and get ready for the season. Now I can get back to training and how I want to train and get my body in shape and get my body ready for a 17-game season and some. So I'm not saying I'm looking forward to it, but I know how helpful it is going to be for my body and for the rest of my career.
Are you surprised? I don't want to put words in your mouth, but were you surprised by how exhausting the process was to come back from the ACL and to do it to butt up right against the season like that?
No, I knew it wasn't going to be easy. I prepared myself for this. Even though I couldn't train the way I wanted to train last offseason, I attacked rehab. I tried to attack it to come back even better. Obviously, there's some things that just out of your control that happen throughout the season that kind of pushes you back, a little adversity. You can't plan for that, but I knew it wasn't going to be easy. But I'm just thankful that I'm still here. I'm still able to play the games that I love, and I know that the ACL and the tough times of this year, that adversity is going to help mold me and build me to the man and the player that I'm going to be in the future.
Hey, Saquon, you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Thanks. I'm curious. You've had 2 head coaches, 2 running back coaches, like 4 offensive line coaches, which obviously plays into what you do. 3 offensive coordinators. Saquon, how much does that constant change affect players? Now, I'm not just talking about Joe. I'm talking about the assistant coaches. Like, how much does constant coaching staff change affect productivity and development and all those things?
You can't go into that situation looking like that. You only can control where you can control. And in this game, we get paid to go out there and play football. But like you said, there's been a couple changes this last 4 to 5 years or whatever, and different coaches, not just for myself, but for a lot of players in this building. Is that a big difference? I don't know. Like for me, like I said, my mindset, everyone's attacks it differently. My mindset is, hey, control what you control, whatever it is, just go out there and go to work. But I would say through that, you get to meet a lot of different personalities, be coached by a lot of different coaches, and grab a little bit from everyone and improve their game. But it does impact a little bit, to be completely honest, just as players. But it's all about how you attack it. It's all about your approach with it. And I think my mindset is just control what you control, and that's going out there every single day and try to get better and take coaching and listen to the details and try to improve as a player.
Hey, you were in this spot 2 years ago where, like, late in the season, you were probably even asked this exact question. Do you feel like you guys are playing to save some of your coaches' jobs, like a win, a dominant performance, improvement could save some jobs? Like you were probably asked that in 2019. Do you carry that, or do you not worry about that?
You can't look at it like that. To be honest, only point of view that I can speak from is a player point of view, and all those decision making and stuff like that is out of our control. We don't make those decisions, so we get paid to go out there and play the sport that we love, and that's the mindset that we got to have. Go be professionals and go out there, knowing that we only have one opportunity left as a team, and try to go out there and finish strong with a win, just so we can for ourselves. And like I said, you can't really worry about that too much or having that mindset too much. You got to control what you control, and that's how you go out there and your effort and how you play.
We'll take 3 more. Pat Leonard, Tom Canavan, Jordan.
Hey, Saquon. I think I'm going to ask the question Zach was trying to ask, which is, you talked after the game, but what did you make of all the criticism that your coach, Joe Judge, took for the emotional things that he said after the game? Do you think it's deserved? Do you think he flew off the handle? Are you proud that he said it? You know, what's your reaction as a player?
To be completely honest, I'm not really aware of the criticism that came behind it. Like you said, I talked right after him, and he got up there. Coach is a passionate coach, and he said things that he felt and that he believed in, and that a lot of players in the locker room believe in too. What I took out from it, the message is that this place is going in the right direction, and it may not look at it right now from the outside looking in, but internally we know what we have here. We know what we're doing in the locker room, meaning the characters that we have, the personalities that we have, the work ethic that we have. And sometimes it doesn't automatically transfer to the football field. But like I said, after I talked after him, I believe it's the only way that I know how to get stuff done and know how to improve and how to get better is to continue to work, continue to trust the process. And, obviously we know it's frustrating as players. Obviously we know fans get upset when we go out there and we lose or lose by a large amount of numbers. But, players too, it's frustrating, but you got to keep your head down. You got to keep working and have belief and have faith. And that's the message that I took from it. So I really don't know the criticism that came behind it. I try my best to stay out of the media, stay out of, he said, she said things. Obviously, I'm active on social media, so some stuff come to my attention. But this week, that haven't came to my attention. But the message that I got from him is the belief that he has in his locker room, the belief that he has internally, and I think all the players will come out and agree with that.
Thanks.
Canavan.
Hey, Saquon, looking back throughout the entire year on, overcoming this injury, do you feel like the Giants, made it harder for you to get on the field in the sense that the medical restrictions were such that they weren't going to force you to get out there before you were ready?
No, I don't look at it like that at all, to be honest. I can't speak for other places. I've only been here, and one thing that I can wholeheartedly say that we have amazing training staff, amazing medical staff. We have amazing everything in this building. But, when you first come here, you're not hurt. You don't really get to spend that much time with everyone in the training room. You only go in there for prehab and make sure you don't get hurt. But, I had to spend a lot of quality time with a lot of those guys in that training room, and they're unbelievable people and helped me as much as I can to get myself back on the football field. There was a lot of challenges that came throughout the way of camp with the passing of my great aunt, with joint practices. How comfortable do you feel going out there against another team? So it was some delays in there, but with the medical staff, they did nothing but help me and prepare me and get me ready for the season. And even when adversity hit with the ankle, to prepare my body to get me out there, as quick as I can and as healthy as I can to go out there and be able to produce.
Last one for Jordan.
Hey, Saquon. I wonder how you would describe, this season for yourself, and also in your mind, is it just a matter of you being healthy for you to get back to the player that you want to be?
No, I don't think so. My mind is just going out there, producing, continue to play the sport that I love. When you have an ankle injury, like I said before previously, it's something that's just going to nag. And, I had probably one of my better games in recent time last week, and it wasn't like the ankle just went away. It was just something that I was able to get flow in the game. O-line did an amazing job, opened up holes, and I was able to get back in rhythm. And I've really, there's just been so much. I hate talking about this, to be completely honest, because anytime I kind of talk and defend myself, it sounds like I'm just making up excuses, and I never want to be viewed as that person or that type of player, and I don't, that's not my motto, is making excuses. But there's just been a lot of uphill battles, a lot of adversities that came throughout the season, and you just got to take your punches and roll with it. And for me, getting back to that player is you're never going to be 100% healthy. You don't even come in the first game 100% healthy, to be honest, because you got to grind to wear and tear camp. And every week, everybody's battling something new. And there's going to be more battles I'm going to have to face. Hopefully it's nothing season ending or anything that have to sit me out for multiple weeks. But for me, it's just getting out there, getting in rhythm, going back to just being confident, just getting back there and believe that every time I'm back there that I'm him. And that's what I get back to, and that's what I felt like I got back to last week, and I'm going to continue to go to throughout the rest of my career.